Turkeys.
Turkey.
It's me, Hot Joe, and I'm joined with my co-host, Sammy Daddy Senior.
How come... Thank you. How come no one older than me ever seems to understand the things I want to do?
And we're going to talk to Turkey, like Ted Turner, about professional wrestling.
Yeah, they came, we came close to making them extinct, down to a couple hundred animals, and I wanted to help be responsible.
We're going to draft wrestlers for our Ultimate Pro Wrestling Thanksgiving dinner. We're going to book an unfinished storyline. What are we thankful in 2024 for, the year of our Lord? All that on this Thanksgiving dish of Room for Gravy? Room for... Welcome back, turkeys. It's time for us to draft our perfect Thanksgiving dinner. So how we're going to do this, do you want to tell them? You want to tell the turkeys at home?
Not really.
Turks.
Turkey.
We're going to start off. We're going to start off with WWE wrestlers. So how many do we each get?
4.
So we're each going to pick 4 guys. Now, if I say somebody, he can't pick them.
Nope.
And vice versa.
That's how draft works.
Yeah. And yeah, you can't really have one guy working for two teams.
Yeah.
There'd be a conflict of interest.
Unless it's well, I guess like WWE draft.
That's true.
They both drafted John Cena that one time.
Yeah, that was something else. Well, this isn't going to be like that.
We're not going to do that.
No. So if I pick a person, he can't have them in his Thanksgiving dinner, and I can't have them in mine if he picks them. We're going to do WWE. We're going to do WWE.
We're going to do WWE.
I love WWE.
And I'm all for it.
Yeah. We're going to do WWE, then we're going to do AEW, and then we're going to do a miscellaneous.
Yeah, just everybody left over, I guess. If we missed somebody we might have not got.
Yeah.
In the other ones.
And it's also, it is all time.
All time.
You could do Ultimate Warrior if you wanted.
Or, yeah, I'm alive, dead, insignificant in the history of wrestling, but they made a connection with you. Whatever you want.
All right, so you want to go first? You
for
go
WWE,
first
I'll go first for
because
WWE.
I love WWE.
It's true. I do. So I was thinking, not to stall for too long, but how you explained it, I draft somebody you can't. That's how draft works, whatever. And I thought, is there a little strategy to this? Because is there somebody I'm going to want that you're going to want? But then I should take before? And I don't know. But there's somebody I think you like.
Okay.
That I don't. And the other people I'm going to pick, I don't think you're going to pick.
Okay. So you're going to...
So my first pick that I think will make a perfect Thanksgiving 2024 Year of Our Lord dinner guest is Batista.
Ah, okay. Good choice,
I wanted to make sure I got that one.
Okay. Well, now, why did you pick him?
The more I see and watch older stuff or whatever, I think... Really, it was recently I saw him doing an interview. It had to do with a movie or something, but they talked about him not wrestling anymore. And he said, well, of course I miss it.
Yeah.
But I ended it how I wanted to against who I wanted to, and I'm done. It'll cheapen that. But yeah, I'd love it. And I'm like, I believe him. I think he'll be somebody that, maybe he makes appearances or something.
Yeah.
I think he appreciates it.
Yeah.
But I just like him. And I liked him at the time. I guess the animal stuff, the Deacon Batista stuff. Was a little... Yeah. I didn't hate it, personally, at the time.
Yeah, I didn't hate it either, but I didn't really...
It wasn't like...
He didn't make an impression on me.
Right. It's like, yeah, that's a big dude, whatever.
Yeah.
So he's just somebody I've always liked, and he's continues to be. There's a lot of wrestlers that... Or just say celebrity. That kind of let you down after a while, and you go,
But Batista just gets better and better.
I think so, and I would be willing to say he's the best actor... from wrestling. Thanks, turkeys. I love the Guardians. I love the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah, that's a great film. They're
and
great
most other stuff he's in.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he's great.
So I had to make sure. Well, I guess technically we're having this dinner together, but he's on my side of the table.
That's true. That is true.
He'll be passing me the gravy.
Yeah. Whoa.
I said it.
You hear that, Gravies? All right, did you hear that, Turkeys?
Turkey.
All right, my first pick,
All right.
and I'm doing the same thing where I know you're going to get him.
Oh,
Killer Kowalski.
no. I had him on the list, but
Did you? I had Batista on mine for real.
Oh,
I
did?
picked
Oh,
Killer
I know you
Kowalski because he's the original vegan professional wrestler.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Me neither. Till I looked up vegan pro
vegan,
wrestlers
and
on
he popped
Google
up?
today. Yeah, it explained that he claims that he's the original vegan wrestler.
I feel like if he says that, why?
Yeah,
And he was like a badass, so nobody's gonna doubt him.
right. I mean, he trained Triple H and Big Show. I'm sure a bunch of other people. I just don't remember.
He did the thing.
Yeah,
China?
I think so.
China.
I wish I had the China.
You can get it.
Yeah, I'll edit
It's
it
on the internet
post. Yeah, no doubt.
somewhere.
All right, who about you? Who's your number 2?
My number 2 pick. I'm gonna go a little bit older, but I think there's the potential that things could get a little rowdy at the dinner table when I select Roddy Piper. Thank you. Another
a good
good
choice. I thought you were gonna-
wrestler turned actor.
No, for sure. Yeah,
Sorry.
They Live is great. I thought you were gonna go, and also he was good on that '70s show. You ever seen that episode?
Ken Shamrock?
No,
Oh,
the good old Roddy Piper.
he was on that 70s show too?
Did I say that '70s show?
You did?
Totally meant It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, with the trash man
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
birds.
yeah.
Are
That's
they
70s show.
the
Yeah, he was on that.
Are they the birds of prey?
Yes.
The 3 of them?
Yes.
They're pretty cool.
Ah.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
And he's sad too. He's like a real actor.
No, yeah, he's really depressing in that episode.
What else does he do? He does a bunch of movies.
Yeah,
They Live,
he's in a bunch of crap. Yeah, that's
The
great.
Frog Town. Remember that one?
I never seen this.
Seen the zombie one? Wrestlers vs. Zombies?
I have never seen it, but I
I
know
own it on
Do
Blu-ray.
you really?
Blu-ray?
Wow.
You? VHS?
Am I
DVD?
jealous? Are you saying?
No, VHS.
Oh, I don't own it.
I thought you said you did own it.
No. I never
Well,
even heard of it. I mean, I've heard of it.
Wrestlers
I've
vs.
never
Zombies.
seen it. Yeah.
I think Jim Duggan's in it.
Really?
Shane Douglas.
Huh.
I bought it at a convention. They do it every year. Is it Cinema Wasteland?
That's
Have you heard of that
Yeah,
one?
I've heard of that.
It's in Strongsville, Ohio.
Yeah,
close to
I think I've
Cleveland,
been
the
to
city
that.
we live in.
I've
At
been
the
to that.
Holiday Inn,
Yeah.
right when you get off of
Yeah.
71 over
Yeah,
there.
I've been to that.
And they had the trauma table, and it was 4 for $20 or whatever.
Okay. This is a horror convention, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I saw Jake the Snake Roberts at one before, and
There's
I
a lot
felt
of crossover, though.
yeah. I went there. There was a guy who was like an indie film director
Mm-hmm.
selling his horror film called Hell, where this
Is there like a name?
carousel horse
Oh, it's one word.
comes off of the carousel and it becomes a murderer and
That's
it
cool.
murders people. There's even a sex scene featuring it. Now the guy said he would give me a DVD of it for free if I kissed him on the lips.
And?
I got the DVD for free.
Ooh, I love it. That's what people do.
Oh yeah,
I don't know what that means, though.
I think it's like polite claps, basically.
Like a golf clap, but a golf snap.
Yeah, golf snap they call it. All right, my number 2 pick,
Yeah, WWE.
Daniel Bryan. Not only because he's one of the goats, but also because he's vegan.
That's a really... So, we can keep the vegan food on that side of the table.
I'm doing this for you guys. Yeah.
We don't want... But I don't...
Batista
I don't think my
Batista
guys-
has a he's like he's been eating more and more of a vegan diet.
He's really slimmed down
Yeah.
since his wrestling days.
I would think his is more for health purposes though. Not
I
necessarily
think he's just
for
like, I don't
animals.
need... and roles. Movie roles as well.
Even though he is the animal. Maybe that's why he doesn't want to eat animals.
Now it all makes sense.
Yeah.
It adds up.
Yeah. All right, who's your number 3 pick?
This is my 3rd pick.
you got 2
We're almost there.
more? Yeah, we're
Almost done.
halfway there.
I had a couple newer guys that I thought would liven up the party,
Hell yeah. Huh?
but there was one that stood head and shoulders above the rest. I think I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to go with Mr. Perfect.
Mmm.
I could see that leading to some confrontation with my side, your side, maybe, because he's a little.
Mm-hmm.
When you're perfect, you're a little conceited.
That's right.
But I figure that's the guy to ask any kind of baking questions, cooking questions.
Wow, that's really good thinking.
Hey, does the salad fork go on the left or the right? He's gonna know.
That's smart.
So
You really used your brains on this one.
I took this way too serious.
That's a great dinner guest for that reason alone.
Yeah.
He's a utility. He's a
Yeah.
tool for the trade.
and he's cool. And he's Mr. Perfect.
Yeah, that's right.
So who's your number 3?
My number 3 is Lita.
Oh.
Yes. I think she's going to bring some extremity to my side of the table. Also, she's vegan.
Extremities?
Because she's extreme. Team extreme.
Well, what extremities is like your arms, no?
yeah,
She's gonna bring her arms.
She's going to bring her arms, man. She's going to use them.
I hope she brings her legs.
She does. She usually does.
Good for her.
Yeah. But also, she's vegan, and that's another reason that I'm going to pick her.
That's a good reason.
Yeah. And she's cool. She's a cool gal. And also, I feel
I
like
got no problem with Lita.
You know?
She seems cool, chill, fun to hang around with. Not going to make it about her, but going to add to the stories.
Yeah, that's
add
very
to
true.
the
That's
jokes and the experience.
Very true. Very true. All right, who's your final pick for WWE Thanksgiving dinner?
I have a bunch left, and I don't know which one to make the last pick.
Well, I would offer that I'd go first, but then, I'm
That would ruin
kind
the
of
whole
taking
thing.
away your
I don't
thing.
want to say any names to give. I want to know your honest one, and then I might throw some names out there at the end.
It was a lot easier for me to pick WWE people than it was
Really?
anything else, yeah.
Or you just, well, I don't want to spoil anything, but I have a prediction for the next ones for you, but I'll wait.
Oh, interesting.
I thought this one, it was easy for me to make a list for WWE, but it was hard to pick
Gotcha.
the 4.
Yeah. I mean, I have specific criteria, as you've noticed.
Yours was a little bit, I feel like that makes it easier to like
It does.
dwindle the
It
list.
does. Because there's no way I would ever pick Killer Kowalski.
I got to imagine, I know you threw him on number 1, and I'm
Yeah.
like, whoa.
Yeah.
Did he peek? Did
Yeah.
he see who I was going to get next?
Oh, no.
See, I thought Batista was really a good one to take from you.
You hear those children
I heard
being
something.
slaughtered?
That's definitely getting picked up, right?
Well, they're dead.
Thanksgiving. Hey. You win some, you lose some. But that gave me enough time to stall.
Okay.
And this was a toss up between 2 guys. I had them. I put a little bracket so I would know not to get both of them. And I'm gonna go with R-Truth.
Ooh. That's a cool guest. He's going to be the life of the party.
And that's what I thought. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not gonna be a dull moment. And I guess technically, that would mean at the kids' table would be Little Jimmy.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
So
I
you
didn't
can
even
have-
think of that. He's bringing a second guest.
You can have Daniel Bryan bring his kids,
Mm-hmm.
and they can sit there with Little Jimmy and Curtis Axel, Mr. Perfect
Dang, son.
Son. Yeah.
Wow, that's
Roddy
pretty
Piper's
cool.
got. I think Roddy Piper's. Does he have a daughter that wrestles?
Teal Piper, I think is her name.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, which is a cool name because it's a color. And it's a cool color.
I like it. But yeah. Well, you make your pick.
Really
and
popping
then
the boys. Now, this is
I'll
the
throw
thing.
you a couple more.
I have I'm torn between several people
Really?
for my final
You
one.
had that
yeah.
many?
Yeah. I feel on one hand, I feel like I should pick Brie Bella because I think Daniel Bryan and his wife should eat Thanksgiving dinner together for crying out loud. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she's also vegan, so it
Fair.
would work out. But
It
my
hits
heart,
the criteria. Yeah.
my mind says Brie Bella.
I feel like you're not a Bella guy.
I'm not a Bella guy, and that's why I'm going to go with Kofi Kingston.
Oh.
Yes.
Big Kofi fan over here.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, we have the New Day finger. You even see it? Yeah, you can see it. But no, Kofi's great. I'm sure he'll bring
Look at my
pancakes.
hands in it.
He's vegan, so there's that. And that's
No, he's cool. He's fun. I watch the video games,
Oh yeah, I've
Xavier
watched
Woods,
the
Austin
video
Creed.
games. Yeah,
and he
goes.
I could definitely see Kofi like getting on people's nerves, but
Yeah.
he's intentionally doing it.
Sure, for sure.
So I can appreciate that.
I think he's
and
one of the
it's pretty
greats
funny.
too.
He's a Hall of Famer
Yeah.
on his own, and
Yeah,
he's a 2-time Hall of Famer. I mean, not yet, but there's no reason why he shouldn't be.
no.
He had a great run as when he was Jamaican and then not Jamaican, but from Jamaica or whatever it was.
Yeah,
And I was always a big fan.
yeah, me
and
too.
still am.
Me too.
And they're still doing stuff with him. I mean, he's still
You remember that match where he had
story.
against Randy Orton on Raw?
stupid.
Yeah, but that also that night made me think, wow, Kofi Kingston could be like a top guy. That was the first time I remember ever thinking.
I can see that.
Yeah, and
Yeah, because he was.
I love the little guy.
He
ever
did the
since.
Intercontinental
Kofi Mania.
stuff, and then the tag team stuff for a while. Well, not outside of the New Day, the tag team stuff
Yeah.
with was he was champs with CM Punk
Yes.
and Evan Bourne, I think.
Yes. That sounds exactly right.
So he was doing all that stuff, but then, like you said, then he kind of got up to that. He had that big feud with Orton. And then, I mean, this was a while later, but then the Kofi Mania stuff.
Right.
That was awesome.
And then the highlight of his life would be having Thanksgiving dinner with us.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you want to go to the AEW one now?
No, I want to tell you a couple.
Okay,
I
let's
want to
hear
know
it.
what you think. I had Eddie Guerrero,
That's a great choice.
John Cena,
Great choice.
Big E. I thought that would be fun. He falls into like the fun category.
Yeah, he's also. I mean, he seems like one of the genuinely most nice guys
Yes,
and fun
exactly.
guys. Yeah,
So
he'd be a lot of fun.
I feel bad that I didn't pick any of these people.
Oh yeah,
So
they're
I feel
honorable
like
mentions.
I have to say it. Oh, the other one, how I said R-Truth or somebody else, I had Santino Marella. That'd be my other comedy guy.
That would be great. And if you had Santino Marella and Santina Marella?
Oh, I don't have enough room at my table.
Yeah, there's not enough.
That'd be
room for
cool.
them. Yeah.
And he did the thing like from the Flintstones, where he's like, "Oh, I'll be right back," and then Santina comes back and, "Oh, hey, you just missed your brother." And
That'd
she's
be
like,
great.
"Oh, I'll go get him." And
See,
then
maybe he'll do that. Maybe he'd do that.
I'll call him.
It's too late. You already didn't pick him.
Well, yeah, but he can do this on his YouTube or something.
Sammy Daddy hates Santino Marella.
No. Stop that. He's great. Don't tell them that.
Well, I'm gonna clip that.
I'm never going to be on the TNA Street team now.
Well,
Isn't he there?
I think
I'll never be there.
his name is something else now. Boris Thunderwood.
Is that his real name?
Yeah.
Johnny Gargano.
He was one of my
Was he one?
one of my other ones, but he's not vegan, so I didn't pick him.
No, I just figured since he's from Cleveland.
Yeah.
We're from Cleveland. That's the
city.
city that we live
Yeah,
in.
and also,
And
but,
he lives in sometimes.
yeah, but I mean, I've always been a fan of him since he was in the local
Yeah.
indies. Yeah. I had. Let's see.
Yeah, what do you got?
Here's everybody I had for WWE.
Oh, maybe we shouldn't tell them. Because they could be in miscellaneous.
That's true. Okay.
Oh, shit.
You're right.
Now
Well,
you know who everybody I'm going to pick.
well, you probably also have people for miscellaneous, don't you?
I have 4.
That's
I
all
have
you need.
exactly 4 for miscellaneous.
There,
so.
But that's anything. So I feel like, the chances of me picking that is less likely than it is more the WWE or AEW specific. We'll see. We'll see.
Let's do AEW and then we'll
Let's
go
do
from
it.
there.
Let's do
so
it.
you should go first for this.
AEW. See what I did there?
Yeah, you hijacked.
AEW. Oh, that didn't work out.
I'll try it one more time.
I love
No?
AEW.
It sounded, yeah. How do you, I never seen anybody edit in real time.
Yeah, that's right. It's
So it's
pretty
pretty
impressive, right?
Yeah, I didn't know that's how it's done. That's how the magic's made.
I'm gonna go first for AEW.
AEW, 4
Who's
and
my
4.
AEW Thanksgiving dinner.
I don't know.
I'm gonna pick.
Brian Danielson.
Yeah, Brian Danielson.
I knew it.
Because
the one I was gonna
he's
say.
one of not only is it because he's one of the greatest of all time, but also because he's a vegan.
Really?
Yeah,
I know it's probably tough since nobody else in his family is, though.
true. Besides his wife and kids.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
Yeah.
them. Birdie and Brody. Birdie and, I don't know the kids' names. I know Birdie.
Birdie and
Because she was on Total Bellas when I watched it.
yeah.
And
What
it's
is
a
the
boy.
kid's name?
It's a boy. And I
Yeah.
assume it's with a B. They're all bees.
Oh,
Did you know that?
family of bees. Don't trust the
Or
bees.
is her name really Bree?
Yeah.
Brie Garcia, though.
Yes, it's Brie Garcia. Let's see. What is Brian Danielson's son's name? I feel like it's something weird. Like Bret Hart's son. His name is
You think
Blaze,
his
right?
name is Brett. He named his. I love Bret Hart. I'm naming him Bret Hart. Blaze.
Yeah, isn't that Bret Hart's son's name?
Blaze Hart.
All right, hold on. Brian Danielson.
Birdie and Bryson.
No, I feel like it's a weird name. Maybe I'm wrong.
B. Bridge. Bogart.
What the fuck? It doesn't say. This says
Doesn't have a name.
his wife have a daughter named Birdie.
Mm-hmm. They haven't named the boy yet.
Oh, it's Buddy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
After Buddy Matthews.
Yeah.
Is that his name? What's his AEW name? Matthews?
Yes.
What was his WWE name? Buddy Murphy?
Yes. Okay, and then what's Bret Hart?
Bret Hart's son's name is Buddy.
Son's name?
After Buddy Matthews.
Blade Hart.
Blade?
Yes.
Like the vampire.
Yes. No, he's half vampire. He's
Well, I was
a
going to say
daywalker.
the vampire slayer, but that sells him short. He's more than
Yeah, that's
that.
a different B.
He's more than that. That's Buffy.
Mm-hmm. All right.
That's
Who's
his
your
daughter's name.
Who's your first AEW Thanksgiving dinner guest?
I have 5 with stars next to him. And I'm trying to figure out which one doesn't make the cut. I have 15 written down.
Wouldn't it be easier to pick the ones you like the most than it would be to pick the ones you like the least?
Well, I starred the 5 I like the most on this list, I think.
Right on.
So I went, I'm just going to give you a little inside info here. Some inside baseball. I wrote 15. I starred 5. Then I put X's next to ones that I'm like, I'm not going to pick that. And then there's some that have nothing.
Oh.
Yeah, so I went on the 3.
Wow.
The 3 symbols. Oh, is Owen Wilson here? All right, this was going to be my first pick no matter what, though. I'm picking Eddie Kingston. He hasn't been around for a while.
Yeah, thanks to
because he got hurt
Gabe
against
Kidd.
Gabe Kidd in that no ropes,
right.
whatever it was.
Yeah, that was a weird match.
But I hear he might be coming back soon,
Good.
and I think he could be. I'm hoping. Now I've done this before when CM Punk had the belt in AEW, maybe the first time.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get myself too excited. But in my head, he has the history. He could be the one to stop these damn Death Riders.
Wow.
Win the belt.
That would be
I
sick.
want Eddie Kingston as champ. I know
Me too.
he did
Me
the
too.
triple
Yeah, the Continental.
kamikaze championship.
Yeah, he was the
whatever
triple
it
kamikaze.
and that's cool.
Yeah.
But
Look what happened to him.
I want kamikaze.
Mm-hmm.
I want Eddie Kingston as AEW World Heavyweight Champion. And so yeah, let's hear it. All right, Turkies. They love him. Kingston's a man of the people. And he's the man for my dinner table.
Right on, dog. Right on.
So now that I stole your pick, who are you going to go with?
The bunny.
Ooh.
Remember her? Allie?
Is she still there? I think they're
She's
gone,
not
right?
there anymore.
Or she's gone, but the Blade is hurt? The Butcher's wrestling still?
She's gone. I don't know if the Butcher is wrestling. I haven't seen him. I don't watch College.
Oh, you're missing out.
But I pick her because she's, according to Greg Iron, friend of the show, Greg Iron, she's a super down-to-earth, nice human being. She loves horror movies. She's super cool.
He talks extremely highly of her.
Yeah. Also, she's vegan.
What? I'm gonna have to put like on a menu in a restaurant. I'm gonna put little V's next to all your guys' names.
Yeah. Well, it's weird because she's vegan and she was in a group called the Butcher and the Blade.
Well, you can make it. You just don't have to eat it.
Yeah, that's true. But it's kind of weird.
I feel like her name was in there, the Butcher, the Blade, and the Bunny, for a little bit.
I think so. It was.
And then she kind of did her own thing.
But the Butcher and the Blade make more sense together than a bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she seems like a sweetheart. Even though
She's been around forever, too, between
fucking
indies
almost killed Greg.
and, well,
Yeah. But that's okay.
you don't know the story.
He's always getting almost killed. He almost got killed over the weekend.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
he has a death wish.
He does. What about you? Who's your second pick from AEW Thanksgiving dinner?
So I'm going, I don't know if we did. Yeah, we did it before. I did it. Anyway, I was going to say I'm bringing back somebody from the dead. I'm going to bring back Mr. Brody Lee. I just like him.
No, he's one of the greats.
He's cool.
He was super, super.
I never saw him a ton.
I mean, he's one of the wrestlers that's makes me.
That was the
saddest.
saddest episode
Yeah.
I've ever seen of any wrestling thing ever.
Yeah.
I never saw him a lot on the indies. So I first saw him as Luke Harper, which was cool. I was really into the Wyatts and all that. Then what did they do? The Bludgeon Brothers or whatever. And that was all right. I wasn't into it as much, but I'm like, all right, I like these guys. They come out.
They were a little goofy, cartoony.
It was a little cartoony, but they still came out and like beat the shit out of people. So that's cool. And then makes the jump and he starts getting into this Mr. Brody Lee Dark Order thing. Because I feel like before he showed up, Dark Order was kind of like, all right, like, we'll give it time, but what the hell are they doing? And that's even when AEW was like hot.
Yeah, for sure.
And everybody was like, I don't want to say forgiving, but like willing to be like, all right, they're figuring it out.
Yeah, it was the honeymoon phase.
Yeah. So, but even at that part, it's kind of like, all right, what are we doing? Are we just like, we're kind of spinning our wheels after so long. And then he showed up and it's like, all right, that makes it legit. Like, it helped with 10? No, it wasn't 10. Vance? Was he 10?
He's 10, yeah.
Okay,
because
10.
Press 10.
Oh, that's a good way to remember.
Yeah.
So 10, I think it helped with, who else was there?
I think he helped with
Dark
with the Beaver Boys.
It's not his name.
Evil Uno.
Evil Uno.
Yeah, and then the Beaver Boys.
And Grayson,
yeah.
and then those guys as a tag team. It helped with, I think that's the best spot. I know she's kind of making another comeback, but like Anna Jay was in.
Yeah.
I know she went and did her tour in Japan and stuff with hopefully.
Yeah.
Not helped, but she's young, whatever.
Yeah.
But that was good. And then after his passing, the Dark Order, beside, like they had that episode, which is kind of like, it's in its own little bubble.
Mm-hmm.
But then after his passing and all that, it was kind of like, all right, now what do we do?
Right.
And then they kind of became like the comedy. Like everybody wanted to cheer for them, which I was behind. But then it's like, all right, it doesn't work. It only goes so far.
Yeah. Without Brody, they're not the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Sadly. But that's all right.
But he's having dinner with us. So
Yeah. Hell yeah, man.
They liked it, kind of. It's a little sad.
Yeah, that's
kind
true.
of thing.
There's no
I
sad
didn't want to bring down the show, but I definitely
Yeah.
wanted to. I wanted to pick him.
Oh, that one doesn't work. That's actually fucked up.
Yeah, I shouldn't have done that one.
I
but we did it.
pick my third
Mm-hmm.
person. Do you want to guess?
Yeah, Arn Anderson.
Damn. You are wrong. It's Malachi Black.
Oh, that's a good pick. Sound guy was excited with that
I
pick.
can't believe the damn clapping was still happening.
I didn't even think about that part.
But first off, yeah,
He's cool.
he's from the Netherlands. Country I'd love to
Amsterdam.
live in. Yeah, he's vegan.
What?
Yeah,
Him too?
yeah,
I can't believe there's 7.
yeah. I know.
Well,
I
guess
think he
6.
may be the last one I have.
So there's really only 6.
At least in AEW, he's
you
the
pick
only
somebody
one.
twice.
Yeah.
So
But that's okay. You will not pick. I don't. Well, you might pick my other guy, but I don't know if you will. We'll
number
see.
3. My number 3.
That was my number 3. Now it's your number 3.
Well, I know who my number 3 is, but I'm going to make him my number 4.
Wow. Who is it?
I can't tell you my
Who's your new
4.
number 3?
My new number 3 is going to be Timeless Tony Storm.
That's a good pick. Why did you pick Timeless Tony Storm?
Because she retired.
Oh yeah, she needs a pick me up.
I don't really believe it though.
No, I don't. No, of course not.
No. I just love the character. I
Yeah.
liked Tony Storm before. Thought she was good.
Yeah, she's great.
Rooted for her. But then when she did this Timeless thing, I'm like, wow.
She's one of the
This is
greatest
great.
women's wrestlers of all time. She's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, I should say. It's 2024, the year of our
Both.
Lord, for crying out
I
loud.
think it's both.
Yeah, you're
Say
right.
both.
You're right.
Hell yeah. She's cool.
She's great.
She seems cool. I think
She's one of my top 5 favorite wrestlers.
the character she's doing, the Timeless deal, shows. I don't want to say that she's funny, but like
She's
quick-witted.
Yeah, and charismatic. Quick-witted is a good word for it.
That she's able to
Yeah, she can think on her,
live in that character
she
pretty
can
much.
think on her feet even when she's watching out for the shoe.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, like MJF does the character thing, and it's
True. But I would never invite him over for Thanksgiving.
no, never. MJF does the bad guy thing all the time, which he does it better than anybody.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's like, all right, he's just a dick all the time. Cool. Where she's like a character in real life.
Yeah.
Everybody knows somebody like MJF
Yeah.
in real life.
And you
one
don't
way or
want to see
another.
that person.
Nobody knows anybody like Timeless Tony Storm.
No, I've never met anybody like that before.
I'd say one of a kind.
Yeah.
But that's RVD. He could be on the AEW.
He could be.
your final pick.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Because that's where we're at.
Yeah, you're
well,
right.
think about it now.
Well,
You
I
got
already
time.
have my final pick,
Oh.
and that is Colt Cabana.
Oh, boom, boom.
Yeah. And that's just because he's incredibly entertaining, genuinely nice human being, and I think he'd be fun to have over for Thanksgiving. He's the one non-vegan that I've picked.
Wow, good for he should feel honored.
He should. I'm going to send the show to him.
Colt. Good job.
We
bud.
love you, bud.
Thanks. There wouldn't be wrestling podcast without.
No, there would not. There would probably not even be an
maybe.
AEW without him. He taught everybody how to sell t-shirts.
He had a lot. He definitely helped a lot of those people in AEW now. Well, at least at the beginning too. But
Yeah.
he helped a lot of them make a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
He's a t-shirt guy.
Yeah,
He really is. If you look at like independent wrestling,
for sure.
one of the biggest influences
No doubt.
outside of the ring.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
I mean, they don't even do regular t-shirts at that place anymore.
I know.
Or not regular, but like custom
Right,
T-shirts
right.
that aren't
Yeah.
wresling related. They just do wrestling, which is crazy. I
Right.
mean, good for them. All
Yeah.
about
Oh
it.
yeah. I wanted to go there, but it wasn't open when I was in Chicago.
It's like weird hours, isn't it?
It's not even open every week. It's only open when they want it to be open, and it wasn't open for
I
that.
have to imagine.
I think if there's like a WWE show or something,
Well, if
maybe
there's some in town,
or a
I'm
pape,
sure.
but because it was just New Japan, they didn't.
Well,
have
good
it
thing
open.
that AEW's there every week, so they can
Yeah,
just be
yeah,
open.
right.
They're
Not
there,
the week I
they're
was
there
there.
this week. They're there tomorrow for the Thanksgiving tradition
Look at them go.
of being in Chicago. Like,
Yeah, wow.
Like every other week.
Yeah, I'm sick of Chicago,
I wish
except for when I go there.
I
It's
wish
cool.
WWE wouldn't go there.
Yeah, but they will definitely go there again.
They were just there for something.
Those freaks.
I don't know. It's a good. I don't know how they get a great
Yeah, I know.
crowd that great every time.
I know. There's a lot of people there.
I guess there's a lot of people, a lot of places.
True, but it's the third largest city.
Is it 3?
I think
behind
so.
LA and New York. I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
and then probably like I don't know, Austin, Texas.
It's
or something.
probably the second city.
Wow. Yeah.
Number 2. A range of emotions. range of emotion from the turkeys.
All right. So did we finish? Oh no, you have to do
No, I
your
mean, I
last
don't.
AEW. Who's your last AEW guest for Thanksgiving 2024, the year of our Lord?
So this one kind of goes with Tony Storm, not Mariah May.
Well, that's
That's
good.
what you're gonna guess
No, I wouldn't.
because they'd fight.
That would be a terrible thing to do. Yeah.
I'm gonna pick RJ City.
Ooh.
You weren't expecting that.
I love RJ City.
I love him more because I picked him. Yeah, mic drop.
Well, that one doesn't apply actually.
It's not. This is not a joke. I love double E. I don't know what we were doing.
But no, that's a
RJ
good
City's
pick.
awesome.
For sure, good pick. Yeah, he would be fun too. Having him and Colton at a Thanksgiving dinner table.
And Tony Storm.
Wow, what a dinner we're gonna have.
The 3 of them going at it. It's gonna end in a food
That's
fight.
my dream.
Well, yeah. Yeah, you know how it goes.
Yeah, man. But that was a good Thanksgiving.
I like it.
Yeah, I like this table better. No offense to
Than
the
the
WWE one. I
WWE
know they,
I love WWE.
Or don't
But-
we all?
but I think this was a good table. Are you ready for the miscellaneous Thanksgiving dinner?
I'm gonna go with the 4 that I wrote down.
That's a good way to do
just
it.
to see though, because if you pick one, it's gonna throw me off.
Okay. You wanna know what? I'll let you pick your 4 without me.
Picking one?
Yeah, you go ahead.
Are you that sure we don't have any doubles?
I'm pretty sure.
All right. Well, my first pick is Bobby the Brain Heenan, and I feel
Good
like
choices.
thanks. I feel like
Our
he
choice.
could have been WWE, obviously.
Yeah, he would be a lot of fun.
But he felt bigger than
He's
WWE.
I think he's the wittiest person that's ever been in wrestling.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like like I said, he could have went with the WWE thing, but it didn't feel right. Like I know that's where he did his most seen stuff. Maybe
Yeah.
I feel like I kind of, as like a kid, maybe remember WCW more.
Yeah.
just from being the ages we
Like
are.
my the only reason that I'm even claiming that I think he's the wittiest is from the short amount of
Yeah.
WCW I've seen because he's a hilarious commentator.
And then being able to look back and see like him in his prime.
Yeah. Now, who's your number
There's
2?
a reason he's the best.
No doubt about it.
My number 2, I feel like I should jump back over. I don't really remember why, but I put Raven.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I mean, I like him.
He's one of the I don't know. Would you say he's one of the greatest of all time? And I guess
Raven?
it's like
No.
he's one of the greatest of all time if you have a very specific type of wrestling.
I
you
think
like.
Raven's sweet. Always liked him.
Yeah,
What about me?
he's very. And
What about
he was a great
Raven?
character.
But no, one of the greatest of all time, no.
No.
And that's no disrespect to him.
No, yeah, but there's you
He's
can't,
cool.
and not everybody can be one of the greatest of all time.
No.
No.
I like the flock stuff. Like I
Yeah.
said, we're talking WCW again.
Uh-huh.
But even when he was in, like being able to see ECW stuff now, or when even his time in WWE, I didn't mind it.
All right.
So
Who's your next?
after that, I'm going with Room for Cream legend Scott Steiner.
Ooh.
We talk about him a lot,
Hell yeah, man.
but I've only ever heard like good things,
Yeah.
like from the outside of the ring stuff, and he's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
say wild things
Yeah.
and say, I wish I could come up with something about turkey legs. That's all I can think
Oh,
of.
yeah,
about it.
yeah,
So he's
yeah.
got to say something with that. What rhymes with legs?
Eggs.
Bags.
That's even better.
I make my freak bags while I eat these turkey legs. There it is. You want my last one? You
Yes,
ready for
you
this?
betcha.
I saved this one for last because I know you'll appreciate it a lot. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Dario Cueto.
Ooh.
I knew it. Told you. You could tell by
Love
the noise
that.
you made. If you don't know, Dario Cueto is the owner and proprietor of Lucha Underground,
Yeah.
who he died, but I think they brought him back.
Uh-huh. Well, wait, why do you pick him? Isn't he no good?
No, he's well, when the show got canceled, he was starting to be good.
Oh.
He was going to be a good guy against
See,
his...
I didn't watch that last season.
Did his dad take over? Antonio Cueto?
I did not know that.
Both played by the same actor, so it's awesome.
Wow.
You
Damn
gotta
it,
watch
dude.
season
I
4.
gotta get back on it, man.
But yeah, he died. So you saw that.
Yeah.
Does he get shot?
I don't remember how he...
He dies. And then I think... Well, this is just... I don't want to spoil anything, but I'm gonna. But spoiling it's gonna make you go, I need to watch this fucking show. If you haven't, or finish it like you haven't. He dies, and then I believe Aerostar sends Phoenix back in time to resurrect him.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. To lead the forces of good.
All right. I gotta watch it. No more... Don't say no more.
I can't, because it's over. That's it. The end.
Wow.
There's a little bit more after that. Well, not a lot, though.
Wow, that's interesting stuff.
So I was thinking Lucha Underground, who would I get from there? Mm-hmm. But almost everybody from there has been in WWE or AEW.
Yeah,
so
right.
I figured I could throw them there.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm like,
Good point.
who's somebody that was just Lucha? And I thought,
Yeah.
the man. This is my dinner. That's what I thought he would do.
Good choices. All right, here are
Hey,
mine.
thanks. All right.
All right. ZSJ, Zack Sabre Jr.,
Oh, okay.
because he's
I had a feeling.
got the same political opinions as me,
Vegan.
and he's vegan.
Hell yeah.
And he's great. And he's funny. He'll call everybody dickhead. El Generico. Okay?
Oh, all right.
Because he's going to be hilarious. We all know this. He's vegan.
Really?
Yes.
But he didn't make your other list?
He was on there, but I didn't name him.
But he was one that wasn't?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ring of Honor's Bryan Danielson.
American Dragon?
Because he is, not only just because he's one of the greatest of all time, but also because he's vegan.
I'm sick of eating with this guy.
And then, damn it, dude, this is tough.
You lost the last one? Oh. I thought you erased it.
I could pick another vegan that deserves to be named because he's a good indie wrestler called Sean Vegan Keegan.
That's who you pick?
But
I
I'm
don't
going to
know
go
who that
ahead
is.
and I'm going to pick Gregory Iron,
That's a really good pick.
the handicapped hero, our Lord and Savior, and the father of the show.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. He's
a
Sammy
good pick.
Daddy's daddy.
Sammy Grandpa.
He's a great man.
Greggy Grandpa.
Watching him eat is, one of the highlights of my life.
He can stuff the turkey.
Boy, can he.
Wasn't that Scary Movie? Scary Movie 2?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've made that joke to him before.
No, he's a good guy.
He's one of the best.
Always takes time out of his busy schedule for me.
Yeah.
I know, same as you.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm glad you brought Greg to the table. I don't know how I'm going to edit this picture because he's already in it, but
He's going to be in it
just
twice.
two Gregs. No big deal.
Yeah. Put him in it twice.
Well, all right, real quick before we get to the next thing, which table do you think was the best? I'm not going over them again. You just
I
have
think
to
the
remember.
AEW table was the best.
You know who else I had? I was going to throw this one out there. I did have Anderson on my list, but Tony Schiavone.
That's a good choice.
I thought Tony would be good.
Yeah, and he would talk to Turkey.
Oh, he knows Ted Turner.
You're right. He could talk to Turkey about Ted Turner and about professional wrestling.
Oh, my other star was John Silver.
That
But
was
I didn't
super
want.
fun.
I didn't want to do another
Yeah.
Dark Order.
He'd be a riot.
I didn't want to do a Dark Order table.
Yeah.
Daddy Magic, Matt Menard.
That'd be great. He would be
'cause
really
that's what
great.
I thought.
The more entertaining, the better,
Yeah.
for sure.
Well,
Yeah.
then I also had Hook
Oh, we bring Hook to the table.
because he could have chips.
Oh, yeah.
I had Hangman. I thought you'd have Hangman, but
I was gonna
didn't
put
know-
Hangman,
I didn't
but-
know the theme.
Yeah,
until
you didn't know
after
my
you
theme
did the
is
theme.
that they eat the same food as me. But he also
That's fine.
is, because I was writing Hangman, and then I'm like, maybe I should write the Young Bucks, and then maybe I should write Kenny Omega, and then that would
That's
be a
the
whole
Elite.
table. Yeah. I could have picked all four of them, and you wouldn't have gotten any of them.
That's fine. I didn't pick
But you
any
might
of
have,
them.
if I was to be like Nick Jackson, you would have definitely known. Yeah.
Well,
the
maybe
next
you have a
one's gonna be
favorite.
Mac
Some people have
Jackson.
a favorite Jackson.
I mean, I do. It's Matt.
Michael.
Matt Michael is cool.
Randy.
He's all right.
Which one?
Randy.
Randy Jackson, American Idol, or Randy Jackson, Michael Jackson's younger brother?
I didn't even know there was a guy.
Which one?
The younger brother of Michael.
Yeah, there was 5 of them.
I thought there was just Michael, Janet, Tito. Is there a
Janet
Tito?
wasn't in the 5. Yeah,
Or Toto.
Tito.
It's Tito? Mm-hmm. Okay. Tito, Randy. Oh, yeah,
You
you're
didn't
right.
know. Oh, you did know.
Dang it.
So now you're lying.
Son of a gun.
One way or another, you lied to me.
Well, what do you think, Creamers? Who would you have at your Thanksgiving dinner if you had to pick 4 people from WWE, 4 people from AEW, and 4 people from Miscellaneous?
Just anybody else, I guess.
Comment below and let us know your
Whose was better?
ultimate Thanksgiving dinner. And if you think that Sammy Daddy had the better choices, like the video. If you think that Hot Joe had the better choices,
Like
then
the video.
like and comment.
Yeah, that's fine, I guess. I just or pick whose side you want to sit on.
That's true. Whose side would you like to sit on? Sammy Daddy's
No, you're not Sammy.
or
Daddy.
Hot Joe?
Nope. Need to hold on. Wait a minute.
All right, let's get to it. All right, so
The main event.
we are we've got a new segment, if you want to call it that.
Unnamed.
We're going to take it's unnamed. If you have any ideas for the names, please comment below
We're looking for something
because we're trying to think of something clever.
with room for cream in it. Puns.
Yeah. So it's
all I got.
basically we're going to take a storyline that abruptly ended and didn't have any kind of how would you even word this? Like just an unfinished storyline.
Yeah, I think
and then
something that it's going to be ones that not ones with a disappointing ending.
Mhm.
We're not trying to, at least.
Yeah.
It's not something with a disappointing ending, not something that was a letdown of an ending, but we're going to try to find storylines that were never finished, unfinished, however you want to say it, and think of a way to finish it.
Yeah. And so the very first time we do it, which is right now, we're going to book the storyline where Vince McMahon, actually the Mr. McMahon character,
Yes.
dies by exploding in a limousine. Would you like to go first, or would you like me to go first? You don't want me to? All right.
No, I'll go first. I'll go first.
Okay, you go first.
Because this was just a little peek behind the curtain. This was something you brought up to the table of doing this, and I like it. But I think yours is going to be better than mine.
There's no way.
That yours will be better than mine?
I think they're going to be equally good
No, that's impossible.
because
So-
we're two halves of the same coin.
Yeah, that's fair.
Creamy coin.
Cream noin. Cream noin. Just
It's
play
not
it
even a
back-
sound
Just
effect.
play it backwards.
Oh,
So Vince McMahon's limo blows up.
yeah,
And if you don't know, his limo blew up. Just Google it.
yeah. Google it.
I did read up on the history of it. I did forget a lot of the stuff. Well, let me give that, because yours is the same kind of deal, right? When the limo blows up,
Yep.
that's when you're starting your thing.
Yes.
So he lost the ECW championship to Bobby Lashley. You heard that, right? Mm-hmm. Vince
I
McMahon was
remember
the
it.
ECW champion.
Yeah.
And he lost it to Bobby Lashley, and it caused him to kind of lose his mind, be very... Not Mr. McMahon, like very monotone in his talking and
Yeah.
confused, and just he didn't have the McMahon strut. And this led to a weird night. Wasn't it supposed to be an appreciation night, and then everybody just shit on him? I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
And that was this night. And it's a very famous, and this kind of plays into mine. That's why I want to bring up aspects of this. It was a very strange ending to Raw, where Vince McMahon walked through the back hallways that was lined with a lot of WWE superstars and producers and backstage people. If Vladimir Kozlov was not there at the time, I don't believe.
Unfortunately,
He could have been.
actually, he might have been because
I
he was in the
remember
original
seeing him.
ECW, wasn't he?
Yeah. But
That
I
was
remember that's
2007.
where that's from. ECW, who's in the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. Who cares?
Yeah. Who gives a shit?
He might have been there.
Fuck him.
And Vince McMahon goes walking out with just very slowly and weird. Walks past everybody, and everybody's got this. You can just tell everybody's vibing weird. And he goes, I don't know, did you watch it?
Yeah.
Again? So he goes, and he turns left. And Jonathan Coachman runs up, and he goes, no, Mr. McMahon, your limo's that way. Shows you how out of sorts the guy is. And you're telling me. Gets to the limo, puts his foot in, boom, limo blows up.
Yeah.
So that's what we're picking up at.
Yep.
Right?
And now we start from there.
Just to give a little history.
Thank you for this.
So the limo blows up. The upcoming weeks, there's a tribute episode, which I think they did.
They did, because I remember specifically hearing William Regal say he's the only American I have ever respected.
You're telling me. And the week after, which is something I believe they were supposed to do, there's a funeral, I think, episode. Because they were going to have a 3-hour funeral? Was that what it was? 3-hour special episode was supposed to happen. It didn't happen. So I think we'd go ahead with that. The funeral does happen, another episode. Okay. And there's just a somber tone on every episode. And they put a statue on the stage of him for every show. So there's just a statue of Vince McMahon.
Okay.
And sometimes, like, all the wrestlers, good or bad, just kind of like, tap
That's
his,
cool.
tap
I
his
like
foot.
That. I like that
they don't,
idea.
like, bow to it.
Yeah, they
They'll
don't
kinda
worship
tap
the dang
foot.
guy.
No.
No.
But it's not all just people being sad and experiencing life. It's a fight for power.
Okay.
So who's in charge?
Whoa.
Vince is gone. He was number one. Now who's in charge? So it's a fight between Shane McMahon, Stephanie McMahon, and Triple H
Okay.
for power.
This is interesting.
So there's just a couple weeks, because this happens in June, SummerSlam's in August. So there's a couple weeks of fighting between the three of them, arguing, and it keeps building up. And Triple H and Shane are arguing. Stephanie she just pulls random wrestlers. Hey, you're gonna help me get to power, and I'll make you the champion.
Very interesting stuff.
But everybody keeps losing for Stephanie. So she keeps kicking him to the curb. All right, well, who's she gonna get to fight Triple H this week? All right, she gets Paul London, and that doesn't work. So there's weeks of fighting leading up to a WrestleMania 3-way match for control of WWE. Shane McMahon versus Triple H versus whoever Stephanie picks. I forgot who I was going to have her pick. But,
Paul London.
But he does. Paul London. Yeah. Brian Kendrick.
Oh, both.
Yeah, she can have both. I don't remember who else. But yeah, so she's always picking different people. So this week she picks whoever. Doesn't matter, because they don't win. Shane McMahon wins.
Wow.
So he wins, and he becomes the new Mr. McMahon.
Okay.
Makes sense. That's his name.
That makes a lot of sense.
Nope. Guess what's learned in the upcoming weeks?
Oh, no.
Through books that they find.
Oh, shit.
Going through Vince's old stuff.
And he had all these books.
He had a book, and it's learned that Mr. McMahon isn't a name, but it's a title.
Whoa.
And that with that title, you get absolute power, but it corrupts the holder of the name. So it wasn't.
There's a curse.
Because when he was on commentary or doing, the stuff behind the scenes in the cassette videotapes, or the VHS, he was, I'm Vince McMahon, Vincent K. McMahon, whatever.
Yeah.
That turn came when he became Mr. McMahon.
You're right.
It wasn't him, it was the name.
Yeah.
So Shane, now you have to call me Mr. McMahon to everybody. Shane becomes worse than Vince and just puts everybody in handicap matches or impossible stipulations and stuff like that.
Both Paul London and Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar. Brian Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, Spanky.
So, yeah, he takes it out on them. Triple H is fired. Stephanie's fired. Whatever. All that kind of crazy stuff that Vince McMahon would do, but even worse.
What a prick.
No rhyme or reason. Doesn't care. Shane McMahon, bad guy. Real bad guy.
What a loser.
And leading up to Survivor Series. So Shane McMahon's just running rampant. I didn't really come up with any storylines that happen in there, but they're happening.
Yeah.
Survivor Series, Go Home Raw. Linda McMahon comes out. Yeah. The Linda McMahon. With the WrestleMania theme song. Yeah. So she shows up and says, Shane. And that pisses him off because he's Mr. McMahon.
What an
asshole.
asshole.
She says, Shane, power's going to be restored this Sunday at Survivor Series. Shane McMahon starts thinking, what? No, I'm all powerful. I'm Mr. McMahon, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
So, whatever. The show happens. This is your final segment of Survivor Series in 2007. Right?
Okay, yeah. That's when he died. Well,
in my story, Vince comes back. He returns. The explosion, he did get in the limo. It did explode. But it exploded perfectly that the leather seats encapsulated him, shot him out the side. He was all right. And I mean, there was injuries. Sure. But he didn't die.
Sure. Wow.
And he also has amnesia. Didn't know who he was.
Oh, my God.
Somehow he found his way back to Linda. I didn't figure that part out, so it happens.
Okay. Maybe she found him.
They found each other.
I mean, if
They found each
if your
other.
spouse's body was not found after an explosion,
Yeah.
you would definitely.
So she looked for like 3 months.
That makes sense.
Luckily, right before Survivor Series, she found him.
Dang, dude.
So he comes out and he goes, "Listen, I got amnesia. I don't remember, but we're not stupid." Linda told him how he was and everything that happened.
Mm-hmm.
He's watched old tapes,
Yeah.
but he doesn't feel that. He doesn't.
my
He
goodness.
sees that guy, but that's not him in here in his heart. I'm pointing to my
Wow.
heart, listeners.
Holy shit.
And he's there to restore peace to WWE. Good guy Vince. T-shirt, shorts, almost like a hippie,
Wow.
kinda.
Does he have long hair?
Shoulder length, maybe a little shorter. Little stubble, because
Right.
he hates those things, but he's getting into character.
Wow, that's cool.
So not like a super hippie, but kind of hippie.
That's neat.
Peace and love, and let's get
Yeah.
together. And this goes on for a couple months, and then at WrestleMania, this concludes. We can build it up however you want. Whatever you comment below. Tell me how we get to this point. WrestleMania,
Do it, turkeys.
whichever one happened in 2008. Vince versus Shane, total control
Wow.
of WWE.
I
And
love WWE.
me too. So they have the match at WrestleMania. Vince versus Shane, anything goes, no holds barred, whatever. Main event. Screw it. Main event. It's
Hell yeah.
control of WWE.
Right.
What's bigger than that? The
Right.
title?
The
No,
the
Because
title
the
of
winner
Mr.
gets a
McMahon
pick.
is
Yeah.
on the line.
I guess. So Vince has a chance. They're going back and forth. They're both bleeding, and Vince has a chance to take Shane out, and he hesitates because he doesn't feel it. He knows that's his son, but
Right.
he doesn't want to do it. He knows all the pain he's caused.
Hell yeah.
And he doesn't want to do it, and he hesitates. And Shane takes advantage. Jumps off the top of the building,
Oh no.
right on his heart.
Shane would do that.
Pins him 1, 2, 3. Vince loses.
He landed right in his heart.
Mhm.
Wow.
Where his heart should be. Whatever. And Shane takes advantage of the hesitation, wins. Vince retires from. He says he retires, and like from on screen he retires. He still stays in the back.
Okay.
Got stuff in the back, but as far as Vince McMahon, the television character on the WWE programming is concerned, he's done. Never see him again.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's the end. Oh. Thanks. And to go back to the beginning, he's walking out that fateful night, right? We just talked about this at the beginning.
Yeah.
And he goes left. What happens?
He gets
Remember what I
told
said?
that he
Yeah.
went the wrong way by Jonathan Coachman.
That's who blew him up. And Jonathan Coachman becomes Shane's right-hand man during all of this.
Motherfucker.
I mean, this is part, yeah, so Jonathan Coachman did
He
it.
coached him, dude.
He coached, man.
My goodness.
Yeah.
He coached, man.
So
That fuck.
maybe he gets beat up. Maybe Vince beats him up at the
He
pay-per-view or something.
he does get his comeuppance.
Or maybe Triple H comes back.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
That was a great storyline.
forgot about that part.
I actually think yours is better than mine.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Well,
There's
I
no-
should've-
it's okay.
I should have went second.
No, you were you got you said
That's it.
Mine is like the post credit scene. It's still worth listening to, but it's just not. It's not what you can.
I can't believe I got to sit through all this.
Yes.
For that.
Yeah,
No,
I
I
only
think this is
came
going to be
for the-
good. I'm excited.
All right, listen. It's
All right.
2007. I'm going to tell you right away who killed Vince McMahon.
You know off the bat?
I know off the bat,
Sweet.
but he's going to announce it the next week on Raw. It was The Miz.
The Miz did it?
The Miz did it, and The Miz declares
He comes out and says, I killed Vince McMahon.
He says, I killed Vince McMahon, I killed Mr. McMahon, and I did it because I'm declaring regicide. You kill the king, you become the king. I am now the chairman of WWE, and The Miz becomes the chairman of WWE.
All right. I'm not against this.
All right? He spends the next 14 years controlling WWE.
I'm in.
Okay? He does everything you think that the Miz character would do in that amount of time. He's
lies.
he kind of ran things the way that Triple H used to do, where he was always putting himself in the main events and putting a wet blanket over people's momentum.
The Mizarian Maurice era.
You heard it here first, folks. Yes.
I'm into this.
All right. Now, while this is going on, Vince McMahon's body, they found the parts.
Oh, he did blow up? Mm-hmm. He really blew him up?
He's dead. He died.
Miz.
They took the body parts of Vince McMahon and they buried them in Ludlow, Maine.
Well, yeah.
In a very specific pet cemetery.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, don't go.
Sometimes dead is better.
Don't go down that road.
And then, obviously, you know where this is going. Vince McMahon comes back from the dead
Oh yeah, he's in
as
Pet
a
Sematary.
zombie. He starts killing the locals in Ludlow, Maine.
Is he a zombie that diet consists exclusively of human flesh?
I have that written here for later.
Damn.
But yes.
Sorry.
The answer is yes.
I didn't mean to take
it's
it.
not a problem. But
Fucking up the whole segment.
perfectly fine. So Vince McMahon, he starts killing the locals in Ludlow, Maine, and then burying them in the pet cemetery. And now they're coming back as zombies, and he's building an army of zombies.
Wow.
14 years later.
So he's got 14 years worth of zombies.
Yeah, but some of them don't make it. All right.
Well, they're not gonna. They're zombies.
Because they're walking. They're making their way to Tampa, Florida.
The Walking Dead.
Mr. McMahon and his army of zombies slowly make their way to WWE. It actually takes them years because they're zombies.
Well, yeah, slow.
They constantly need to stop to kill people and eat their flesh. Their diet consists exclusively of human flesh. And they also move very slowly and are walking. Then, on May 16th, 2021, they finally made their way to Tampa, Florida. WrestleMania Backlash. And they interfere in a lumberjack
They're the
match
lumberjacks?
for The Miz versus Damian Priest.
Wow.
After Damian Priest wins the lumberjack match, he flees the ring, and the zombies take Miz back to their leader, Mr. McMahon,
Wow.
with whom feasted on the Miz's flesh and let the zombie army pick his bones. Now, zombie Mr. McMahon declares regicide, and WWE is ran by a zombie, until, of course, he resigned due to an ongoing lawsuit and allegations that he for sure did. WrestleMania Backlash.
I had a feeling yours was going to end with that still somehow. I thought yours would have him pooping on somebody's head.
Dang it.
I was going to work it in there, but I thought, no. I don't want. You can't force a poop.
Well,
You shouldn't.
tell that to
That's
my
a rule.
landlord.
Hey, you're telling me.
But
No, you can't. That's something I want to tell all the turkeys.
after I typed this up, I was like, there's got to be a better way to word this. So then I went on ChatGPT and I typed in, write a story about the Miz blowing up Vince McMahon's limo and Vince McMahon becoming a zombie and forming an army of zombies, which he uses to eventually overthrow the Miz and eat his flesh.
And you haven't read this
I
yet.
have not read
I
it
just
because it
wanted
was
to
so
let everybody
long.
know.
It was so long. I was like, there's no way I'm reading this. I'm just going to read it on the show.
Okay.
Okay, now let's go. Hold on. I haven't saved it in my notes.
ChatGPT.
Yes, this is the ChatGPT version of my story. It was the height of a heated rivalry between the Miz. Oh, by the way, ChatGPT gave the story a title too.
Really?
The title is Vince McMahon's Zombie Revenge.
Good. I'm appropriate.
It was the height of a heated rivalry between the Miz and Vince McMahon.
Okay.
The Miz, ever the arrogant and self-absorbed figure, had become the embodiment of everything Vince McMahon loathed in WWE. Their animosity reached a boiling point when The Miz, during a live broadcast, made an outrageous claim. You're nothing, Vince. Just an old man hanging on to your past glory. The future is me. I'll be the one who burns it all down. Vince, always a man who prided himself on his vision and dominance, could not let such a challenge go unanswered. ChatGPT is really, really a good writer.
You should, yeah. If you're in school, you should use it for your papers.
You should definitely do that. A plan began to form in his mind, one that would show The Miz just who was in charge. The game was set. Vince would confront The Miz head on. I thought it said hard on at first.
Damn.
The Miz head on, but little did he know that The Miz had something darker in mind. The night of the explosive SmackDown arrived. The arena was packed with fans who could feel the tension building.
Mm-hmm.
Vince McMahon, ever the grand showman, had ordered his limo to drive him straight into the heart of the action. The Miz, however, had arranged something special for his old nemesis. As Vince's limo pulled up, ready to take him to the ring, a deafening explosion rocked the venue. Flames erupted from the sleek black vehicle, sending debris and smoke into the air. They made it black in this one. I think it was white in real life.
Doesn't that have something to do with how fires burn? Like if the fire's burning, it's one color, and if it's out and like smoldering, it's another color.
I had no idea.
Yeah. I might have made that up.
The crowd gasped. The Miz had done it. Vince McMahon's limo was destroyed in a fiery inferno. The explosion was the ultimate sign of disrespect.
Fair.
That's true.
Understatement.
Yeah, the Miz stood at the top of the ramp basking in his glory. But little did he know the destruction of Vince McMahon's limo would ignite something far worse than anything he could have ever imagined. Vince McMahon was not dead. No, far from it. The fire burned fiercely, But Vince had somehow emerged from the wreckage. Though unrecognizable, his face was scorched, his body twisted and deformed. His once commanding voice now sounded hollow, guttural. His eyes were wide and vacant. He had become something else, something unnatural. As Vince limped back to the ring, the air itself seemed to shift, dark and suffocating. The arena lights flickered, and a cold wind blew through the entrance as though heralding a storm. Vince reached for the microphone, but it was not the authoritative, booming voice of the chairman that spoke. It was a howling, rasping growl. I am not finished. Vince's transformation had begun. His skin began to decay, his body now an undead version of the man who once ruled the WWE with an iron fist. But the transformation was far from complete. Vince had somehow harnessed a darker power. From the depths of the arena, shadows began to take form. Limbs, twisted and pale, crawled from the floor. Other figures equally ghastly began to emerge. They were Vince's loyal employees, his superstars, now reborn as zombies, their minds consumed by an insatiable hunger. The Miz, watching in horror from the stage, realizing his mistake too late. "What have you become?" he stammered. Vince, no longer the man he once was, smirked, and with a twisted grin that stretched across his decayed face. "I've become what you made me, Miz, and now you're going to pay." With a roar, Vince unleashed his army of the undead. The crowd, initially stunned, quickly turned to panic as the zombies swarmed the ring, taking down security and officials. The Miz, in sheer desperation, attempted to fight back, but it was no use. Vince's undead army was unstoppable. Vince's first target was the Miz, who was backed into a corner. He watched in horror as the undead approached, their hands reaching for him, their mouths salivating. As the first of Vince's zombies grabbed him by the arms, the Miz tried to break free, but his efforts were futile. Vince, now towering over his former rival, reached down and lifted the Miz by his throat. "You think you're the future, Miz?" Vince rasped. "I am the past, the present, and now I am the end." Vince's grip tightened, and with a sickening crack, the Miz fell limp in his grasp. The zombies rushed in, tearing at the Miz's flesh. It wasn't long before all that was left of the once proud champion was a hollow shell, consumed by the very creatures he had underestimated. With the Miz's body devoured, Vince let out a triumphant roar that echoed throughout the arena. Why do you think he was making him roar?
Yeah, I'm trying to picture.
The undead army stood in perfect formation behind him. This is really long.
I didn't know. I didn't give it a word count next time.
Yeah, I guess so. Waiting for the next. I put short story. Waiting for their next command. Vince had done the impossible. He had turned death itself into an ally, and now he ruled over the WWE from a throne of bones and flesh. The Miz, once the arrogant star of the future, had become nothing but a memory. Vince McMahon had risen from the ashes, not just to reclaim his throne, but to ensure that no one would ever dare challenge him again. His army of zombies was unstoppable, and the WWE would now fall under his rule. A dark, undead reign where Vince McMahon was eternal. The end had come.
This audible story was brought to you by Room for Cream.
Hell yeah, man.
No shit. I like yours more.
I don't know, man. I liked yours a lot. You had a lot of good details in there, and I liked the
I made it
the
up.
motives. You made that up?
Yep. This is not what happened. Did you look into it at all and see what the alleged storyline?
I saw that there was
be?
one, but then once I figured out what was going on at the time, I just needed to make sure the Miz was because I
He
thought
was there, right? Him and Morrison?
yeah.
It would have been those two at that time,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He wasn't a Diva Search boy.
No,
he
no,
was
he was
actually
because he was in
Chick
WWE.
Magnet?
Yeah, that was in 2004 when he was the Diva Search
Really?
guy. Yeah.
So he was Chick Magnet probably with the Faux Hawk and Morrison.
yeah.
Oh, and because they did a thing on ECW, right? They had a nice.
Yeah, I believe so.
I mean, they were on the main brands too, because they used to do the TV or the like fake movie looking thing.
Yeah, that was fun.
Miz and I don't remember what that was called. No, the Miz. I know we said it for like Raven.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, is he an all-time great? No. Miz, if you argue, like, I don't know if I'm going to say it, but if somebody goes, I think The Miz is an all-time great, I can't argue that. Everything he's done. 2-time Grand Slam winner.
Yeah.
Extreme longevity.
Mm-hmm.
Never misses. Vince McMahon, zombies ate him. I did forget he got ate by the zombies in, I was going to say in real life, but I don't know how to say it.
Oh, yeah.
In canon?
Yeah.
Kayfabe?
Yeah.
WWE WrestleMania Backlash?
Yeah.
I forgot about that. For a movie, but then Batista was in the movie that was promoting. Army of the Dead?
Yes.
It wasn't bad.
I hadn't seen it, no. I think I started it, but I was like,
It's fine.
Yeah.
Is it James Gunn?
No, it's Zack Snyder. But they're they're friends.
Same thing.
Yeah. I mean, they both made the remake
Zack Snyder
of Dawn
made
of the
300.
Dead. Yeah, and I think James Gunn wrote the Dawn of the Dead remake, and Zack Snyder directed it.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, and then one of them ran DC's movies, and now the other one does.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
It is.
Anyway, it was one of the greatest what ifs.
Yes, and not anymore.
And we've squashed it.
Yeah, now you guys could sleep easy.
It's a choose your own adventure. You want a little mysticism and curses and witches or whatever I did, or you wanted zombies and the Miz.
Mm-hmm.
Take your pick. Choose your adventure.
Come on, man. Pick. But do it in
Pass
your
go.
head. But in the comments, say that you like both of them, and then share it. Send it to your friends. Send it to
your friends. Say which one do you like. I like these.
Yeah,
or ChatGPTs.
It's
There's a third option, really.
It's like, I guess that's true. Don't pick ChatGPTs because it really copied off of me. All right. Let's talk about what we're thankful for in the year 2024, the year of our Lord.
Us?
Yes. What are you thankful for in the world of wrestling, Sammy?
Ask you first.
Daddy.
I wrote a couple things down. And I also went through a list online of things that happened in the year 2024 because it's been a long year.
Yeah,
I mean, as long as all the rest, but...
Well, not yet.
Well, I guess it's been the shortest year ever so far.
So far, yeah.
I put... The first thing I put was the Bloodline. It's still happening, and I still enjoy it. And it's been 5 years of one storyline, different versions, and there's been ups and downs and good and bad. Mostly good, though.
Peaks and valleys.
And I kind of... Oh, that's a good way to say it. Never heard that before. Who's that? Peaks and Valleys? That should be a guy's name. Peaks and Valleys.
Okay.
And,
Crispin Valleys.
Crispin? Who's that? His brother.
Yeah.
That takes control.
Yeah.
Of the WWE.
He's hot.
He blew up the
He's
Miz.
way hotter.
Crispin?
Yeah, he's the hot brother.
Yeah, but Peakson is just... Because of that, he works harder.
Mm-hmm. That's true. He wears a mask.
Well, he really doesn't need to, but he feels like he does. Guess what? Takes the mask off, better looking.
The Great Mysterio.
Yeah, I've been seeing some stuff. I think he did an interview, or at least the clips are making the rounds with CVV, Chris Van Vliet.
Yes.
And they were talking about the dirty animals or something. It's just so weird seeing clips of him without his mask.
Yeah, I know.
But then I believe did his dad pass away recently?
Yes.
And they were putting up pictures and like he's not wearing his mask there. And I'm like, oh, it's so weird to like
yeah, because even to this,
see him
like a lot of the
that.
times on his Instagram and stuff, he covers his face if he's not wearing a mask, even though we've seen it.
But like, yeah, he doesn't hide it.
Yeah.
Or I guess literally he does hide it.
That's
but
really
he
true.
doesn't hide not hiding it.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's
hear
Rey
you.
Mysterio. Who cares? I'm not thankful for that.
He's a nobody.
I don't want to see his face.
Yeah.
Hall of Famer.
Makes me want to throw up in my mouth.
But so yeah, I put the Bloodline and I kind of piggybacked off that with Cody finishing the story this year.
Okay,
that was really
that's a
fun.
good
That
one.
was a really
Yeah,
great WrestleMania.
that's a good one.
It showed long-term storytelling, trust the process kind of thing, because he lost last year and everybody was pissed. Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, let's just wait and see what happens.
I think they made the right choice.
And it went like Little Valley. Then we come back WrestleMania, we peak.
Well, yeah.
2-time Royal Rumble winner.
Most viewed WrestleMania of all time.
It's the most everything. Pick a noun, and it was the most blank WrestleMania of all time.
Mm-hmm. Well, not attended.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
probably. Number 3 was it number 3 still?
Wow.
Wow, Owen Wilson.
Is that all you're thankful for? Those two things, or you got more?
I wrote down more stuff, but I don't really care about it.
All right. Well, I'm going
wait,
to tell you.
you'll
Okay.
appreciate one. Vince McMahon being gone. Were you gonna say that?
No, but I didn't think of it. I would have if I thought of it.
Like just being totally gone. It's a complicated issue.
Yeah.
I'm not thankful for that documentary. That was a waste of my time.
Yeah. But it was all right, I guess. I mean, even somebody that I know that doesn't like wrestling was like, I watched a documentary and I didn't learn anything new, and I was like, oh shit, like they don't watch wrestling at all.
Yeah, it's all stuff that's whatever.
Things that
maybe we'll
I'm
get
thankful
into
for.
it. More than one?
Yeah, there's two.
Hell yeah.
Sting retired.
Mm-hmm.
Sick of that guy. I'm just kidding. But he got to have a great retirement match, and he looked like he was having the time of his life. His sons were involved in that.
That
It
was
seemed like it
cool.
meant a lot to
That
him.
was really cool.
It was a great event. Also, Will Ospreay made his debut as assigned talent there at the same show.
Revolution?
Yes.
So you're thankful for AEW Revolution 2024?
Yeah, you know what?
More than anything.
I'm thankful for AEW 2024, the year of our Lord.
Just AEW 2024? Everything?
I'm thankful for AEW Revolution 2024, year of our Lord.
So are they. No, Sting, I brought it up with Batista when I
Yeah.
picked him, but Sting probably had the best. I mean, he was there for a while, yeah. Because he got there in 2020? 2021.
Yeah, something like
I think
that.
21.
Something like that.
So he had 4 years or
Yeah,
whatever.
undefeated.
Undefeated. Got to go out on top.
As a champion.
Yeah, I forgot, as the tag champs.
With
But
his spiritual
son.
successor,
Oh,
Darby Allin, and his boys. His real boys.
the Young Bucks?
His sons,
Sting Jackson?
who are being trained to wrestle. Well, one of them is, and it's also
think the
Steve
one.
Borden.
Big boy?
Yeah.
His boy's name?
Yeah.
What's he going to be? Sting Jr.?
I don't know. Maybe he could be SOS, Son of Sting.
Oh, Son of Sting sounds cool to me.
Does that sound cool? Son of Sting? That sounds like a cool name.
Oh, man, why not? But yeah, I'm happy. I was going to say, but Sting probably got the best retirement that I can think of, and I really can't imagine him coming back.
No, I don't think so. And he
Because
did.
everybody else comes back
Much
once.
better than any of his stuff in WWE. Like that fucking
Yeah.
Triple H match, that was just so bad.
When he showed up at Survivor Series, that was cool.
Yeah.
But that wasn't like a wrestling match.
No,
So what did he do? Did he wrestle Triple H and Seth Rollins? Was that it?
that's the only thing I can remember. And both of those sucked.
I honestly, when DX and the NWO came out, it was cool. Like in the moment, like, oh
Sure,
shit,
sure.
oh shit, and
Yeah,
then you
but-
stop and think for a second, and you're like, Sting's not friends with the NWO,
Right. And also,
But he was in the Wolfpack.
and also we know that Triple H is friends with Kevin Nash and Scott Hall.
Yeah, so that threw it off.
It doesn't make any sense. Stupid.
It would have been cool if the NWO came out and fucked with Sting. That I
Or
would have
if
liked
they
that more.
fucked Sting.
That would have been fine. I thought you were going to do the beep. I thought the beep.
Oh, yeah. Or if they fucked Sting. Oop. Or if they fucked Sting.
It's
In
weird.
the ass. And they sucked his fat cock.
Wait.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
I think you beeped the fat, and not the. Yeah, whatever.
They sucked his fat fucking cock.
It's weird because I can kind of. You're right. That'd be
They
weird.
licked his tit. Wouldn't that be nuts? All right. The other thing
Yeah,
I'm thankful
would've
for,
been
and I'm
fucking
actually
wild.
more thankful
I'm
for
thankful for
than
that
Sting.
button. So
Yeah,
that
that's a
they
good
don't have-
button.
They don't have to hear what
Yeah,
you're
that's-
spewing.
Yeah.
The vile roars of filth coming out of your mouth.
No, it was sick. Really,
was-
just
yeah.
sick stuff.
You
The
don't
other
want to hear
thing,
it.
the other thing I'm thankful for, and I'm even more thankful for it, is Sammy Daddy.
Oh man. I'm still high pitched, but I love it.
Oh man, I didn't even have you anywhere on this list,
That's all right.
and I feel terrible.
There's no reason to.
Wait, I did think of one though before you said all that stuff. I was gonna say, I know there are turkeys this week. I was gonna say, if there's literally one person that's ever watched any of this, I'm thankful for them. Those people, and if there's more, cool. I just hope we made somebody laugh. Like
You know what?
once.
Yeah, I am thankful for you, Creamers.
Most of the.
I'm more
creamers.
thankful for Sammy Daddy
You should be.
because he's actually here in the studio.
Yeah. What are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think
I got excited.
next year we should have every single Creamer in studio for a pretty sweet episode.
I actually think that's feasible.
Yeah, it's like
No,
three
it's
guys.
cool. I hope somebody
who watch it
I hope somebody
30 times.
listens and somebody, if you find something to laugh about or something you agree with or whatever, just interact. Let us know. It'd be cool.
Yeah,
Or
comment
don't.
below. And tell us what you're thankful for in the year of 2024, the year of our Lord, for when it comes to professional wrestling.
I feel bad I didn't pick you now.
That's okay. Do it next year.
And you give me the opportunity to do this, so
You
thanks.
joined the show, so like it makes sense for me to be thankful.
Yeah, but you let me join the show.
No, I needed you.
Well, we know that, but that doesn't. You didn't have to. Sometimes what you need, you know, you can't always get what you want. But sometimes you find. And then we wish you the best. Oh, I thought you were doing the thing. No, I'm thankful for almost everything ever,
All right, man. That's good.
except the bad stuff
Yeah, that stuff sucks.
and the smelly stuff.
That's my second least favorite. After bad stuff,
Bad stuff first,
then stinky stuff,
stinky stuff second.
then wet stuff. Nah, I love wet stuff. Creamers, comment below. Say all the things we asked you to
I
say.
don't remember at all.
We'll see you next time. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Turkeys.
Turks. Teas. Put the turkeys in there.
We love you.
And we wish you
The best. Happy Thanksgiving. How you, yeah, what's a turkey noise?
Now, as you know, my friends, we are coming upon a festive holiday that you call Thanksgiving.